you have a level swing, you will always use your wrist. Your power comes from your shoulders. If you're gonna hit for power, you bring your shoulder up. Basically, you can hold your shoulder here and you can swing for average. Your power, you always pull it. You gotta pull it. If you're going to the left, you're going to the left, you gotta pull. Hi, I'm George Smith. I live in Walnut Hills and I love baseball. I'm from a family that played baseball. My father played some semi-pro baseball and I had the fortunate time to play for the Mets organization, minor league team, for 5 years. I just loved it. I mean, it was something that I wanted to do. My first time ever playing, I knew that was what I wanted to do. I remember when I first put on my baseball uniform, I was on top of the world. And to this day, I miss that time. I remember a long time ago, Walnut Hills used to have a lot of little league teams here. It was a bunch of them over here in Walnut Hills. And I like to see that come back. We have a lot of talent here, a lot of boys and girls that can play baseball, but there's no league here in Walnut Hills for them to play. And all they learn is how to sell drugs, rob, and shoot each other. Getting drafted was one of the most proud things in my life. And when I got there, I thought I was the best thing that ever played. I felt like that I was a star here in Cincinnati, but when I got to the Mets, my ego had to come down to reality. I felt when I got paid, my first check, I said, this is the greatest thing in the world because I get paid for something I love. So how good could that be? That was wonderful. I got to travel, I got to meet a lot of great players. I met players like Willie Mays, Ted Williams. I met Mookie Wilson, Ray Knight, Eric Davis. I met a lot of great players. But when I had that car accident, it changed everything for me. Unfortunately, I had got the word that I might be going to the majors. I went out and celebrated that day, and I got a little bit too drunk, and my car ended up going into a tree in the hospital. Doctor told me that my career was over. And when he told me that, it crushed my heart, it crushed everything for me, because I thought I was going to be the next Roberto Clemente, and it changed everything for me. And I had to realize that I can't play baseball anymore, but I can coach a baseball team. I do know how to coach, and I know the game. I loved it, breathed it, and I felt like it was meant for me. It was like I had a calling. And that's why I'm trying to fight so hard for our young kids, for them to get to know this sport. And if they get to know it, they will probably love it like I do. The accident I had might have took my baseball career, but it didn't take my mind. I know the game of baseball. To this day, I love the game of baseball. Just because I can't play, I still have it up here. And a lot of times when I was a kid, people used to tell me, oh, you'll never be able to play baseball. You'll never be able to do nothing. And what I've learned in life, I've always been the type of person, when you tell me I can't do anything, I'll be determined to do it. Never let nobody ever tell you what you can't do, because I'm handicapped doesn't mean my life is over. To me, my life has just begun.